Welcome to another episode of the Rankin Podcast. I'm Garrett Seawright. Thanks for joining us. You can find the podcast on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Rankin Podcast. Joining us as always, is my good friend Don Garwood.
And then there was Maud.
And that has absolutely nothing to do with today's episode. Not one thing.
You know what else doesn't have to do with it?
What's that?
Pizza King. Nothing gonna have nothing to do with this episode.
That's true. We are talking about our favorite pizzas. And that is not going to have anything to do. No Pizza King mentions.
Nope.
Rest of the way. Joining Don is on Twitter at
Donnie_G.
Excuse him while we stopped him from drinking a beer there for a hot second to give his Twitter handle. And joining us as always is my larger than life, both metaphorically and figuratively brother, literally brother, Zach Seawright, who we just were able to muster through the door to roll him in here.
Jesus Christ.
Like, dang. This is going to be my last appearance on the podcast as I'm going to kill myself.
He's going to go home and kill himself.
Well, if you go home and have too much pizza, we won't be able to slide you through the door next time.
That's true. Getting any bigger, we're going to have to put you in a barn and you'll be saying moo.
What the fuck?
There's absolutely no reason for that whatsoever.
Alrighty then.
Like, this wasn't a conversation beforehand.
We didn't just say, let's tear Zach to shreds when we start
Right.
here.
It's, I guess Garrett sees his brother and makes
And
a
it's
fat
just,
joke.
right, it's just filled with anger.
Right, and the problem is every time, I combat Garrett with, you are equally as fat as I am. Well, yeah, but you're an inch taller.
You're 2 inches taller
Right,
than I
you're
am.
2 inches taller than I am, so that means you're fatter.
Zach, since the last time
that's
you were on the
science.
podcast, you went to Las Vegas.
I did go to Las Vegas.
Tell us,
You having a pizza? Idiot.
No.
tell us about.
Right, because you were too busy stuffing your face at every buffet.
Tell us
All
about
the
your
buffets were
I'll
all the buffets
stop.
were closed.
What was the two favorite things you did?
Two favorite things I did was probably go to
Trixie
the
and cinnamon.
The Mafia Museum's really interesting. I really enjoyed the Mafia Museum.
Who says there's a mafia museum?
I do. I was there. It's a pretty cool place.
Well, Frankie the Squealer over here telling people about the mafia museum.
Yeah, I'm not Johnny Tightlips.
He says I got a mudda.
Who says I got a mudda? And I don't know. I just really liked all the sightseeing I did while I was there.
And the heart attack.
And the heart
place?
attack grill was pretty cool. If you're a big fat fatty like I am,
Hey, it's only we're allowed to call you that.
Oh, okay.
You're a good-looking
That's
guy.
our word.
if you weigh more than 350 pounds, your burger and fries are free.
So
And
Zach got 2 of them.
So I got a burger and fries for free. I had to pay for my 2 Cokes and my milkshake, but the milkshakes there are made with so much cream that if they used any more, it would turn into butter in the machine. So
Gross.
it's so good though. It's so good.
You've always got to pay for your Coke in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't get free Coke.
There's no free Coke in Vegas.
All right, so we're talking about pizza today, whether you believe that first 3 minutes of the episode or not. We are going to rank our favorite pizzas as if nobody else has got any say in what we're getting on our pizza, which is the worst. Like, pizza is the worst thing to order for a group because inevitably nobody can agree on toppings or crust or there's always some a-hole
If
that's
9
like,
people agree on one pizza, the other person's like, well, I don't like green olives.
and you're like, well,
Pick them off, asshole.
Right. Or there's I want this place because they've got the best crust. The crust is the best part. Then why are we arguing about what we're putting on top of it?
Right.
Okay. All right.
This place allegedly has the best crust in Ohio. It's okay.
It's not awful.
It's not the worst crust in Ohio.
So, our own personal pizzas. This is what we're getting on them. Zach, you are a guest. What is your number 5?
My
on
number
your
5
pizza, personal pizza.
My number 5 is a hot take, and it's going to get me a lot of flack, but it's pineapple and ham. It's one of those things that it's not an every time thing. It is a once in a while if you're feeling it thing. But I thoroughly do enjoy me a ham and pineapple pizza.
A ham and pineapple pizza. Interesting. And number 5.
At number 5,
You've got ham and pineapple.
I've got ham and pineapple.
Interesting. Okay. I can.
Garrett, you're breathing awful heavily like I just walked
Do we
up a flight
do we
of
need
stairs.
to add something that you hate onto this list?
We
just gonna tell
can.
us that you hate
It's I'm not a like Hooray, pineapple don't belong on pizza. It's just not my thing.
Did you say pizza?
Yep.
Did you also say Harudadoo?
I did.
Are you from the Watership Down?
Yes. It's just I don't like it. It's just not my thing. Like, I think you're stupid for having it in your top 5. But I think
So you're a
stupid no matter
pineapple
what.
purist.
Yeah, it should just be in a can, of course. How else would you?
Right.
How else would you eat a
consume
pineapple?
It should be in
Possibly
a
in
can.
an upside down cake.
It should be in a
Nope,
can
not even
and
then.
purely liquid. So just pineapple juice? Yes.
Yes, that is the only way to consume pineapple. No, it's just not my thing.
Interesting.
I mean, I can live with that. It's a matter of personal
Zach.
preference.
I think that's a little bit of a hot take.
Okay.
But you're fine. You're
Okay.
not scalding.
Okay. It's a warm take.
It's a warm take.
Can live with that.
So mine, and I'm just going to bet in and go next. Is that okay with you, Garrett?
That's fine.
Okay, I'm going to go next. And this one's going to be a hot take. This one's going to give me some hate. I should probably put it lower. It should probably be in my honorable mention. But I'm going to have it at 5, and that is a meat lover's pizza.
All right.
I don't hate a meat lover's pizza. I don't particularly like a meat lover's pizza. But me, being the kind-hearted person that I am, will allow people to order meat lovers pizzas. I think that meat lovers pizzas somehow just go bad.
Well, so it's nice because you can order meat lover's pizza is nice in a group setting because generally no one's like, I like sausage, but I don't like ham. Like,
Right.
Shut up. You can
Goes
deal
for the
with it.
same animal.
But
Shut
I
up.
don't order meat lovers pizzas for myself. I will order them in a group setting.
Mhm. And it will be acceptable we're ordering pizza for 8 people.
Right.
Can we settle on these 3 pieces? These pizzas, basically.
So I've got meat lovers at number 5. Like I said, it's definitely not something that I choose to order myself, but at number, I really only go like 3 or 4 pizzas deep on my list of
Right.
stuff
I was
that I'll
going. I
order.
only have 5. I don't have an honorable mention.
I don't
I'm-
either, and
I
that's why
I had to
that's why
squeak
it's
out
at,
an honorable mention.
that's why it's at number 5 is because I didn't start with an honorable mention. I feel like it should be in my honorable mention because
But-
I don't like it that much, but here it lives.
So I've got just pepperoni only as my number 5. Like it's never going to let you down. Like nobody's ever been like, oh man, this pizza's only got pepperonis on it.
It's never going to give you up.
No, it's
It's never going to run around and hurt you.
hey, well, way to continue the joke, Zach. Good work, idiot. It's just the idea of just driving you towards driving into a bridge abutment on the way home is fun to me. I don't. No, it's just like nobody's ever been disappointed by a pepperoni only pizza. But are there?
And those are people you don't want to hang out with if they only wanted cheese. Like who?
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
nobody-
yeah.
Are you 3?
If you're a Catholic on Friday, even during Lent, I'm like, really? You only got cheese pizza? Really?
You shouldn't
Really?
be eating pizza.
So
If you're a Catholic on Friday and you're getting cheese pizza, maybe just find something else to eat. Don't waste your
don't waste right.
don't waste people's time making a cheese pizza.
Cheese pizza is what you put in the oven, and you're like, oh wait, I forgot the toppings. Crap. Oh well, it's cheese pizza. No, it's all right. It's just there. I think people are too skimpy on their pepperonis. If
Oh,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
like, hey, I got the ultimate pepperoni pizza from Papa John's earlier this week, and you know what? It was like the kid said, put a grotesque amount of pepperonis on there, and when you
Murder
th-
that
and when-
bitch with pepperoni.
Right, and when you think that's too many, put like one more handful on, and it was phenomenal. I was like, thank you, appreciate that. But I got it at number 5 because there's 4 others that I would rather have.
Zach, what do you have at number 4?
At number 4, I have one that you are not a fan of, Don.
You don't know that.
I do.
I know
I
exactly
do
what
know
he's
that.
talking about.
It's
I don't like cooked R.
right. You don't like cooked dar. It's the CBR, the chicken bacon ranch pizza. I don't know how that became a thing, but whoever decided to make that a thing, God bless them. I like chicken. I like bacon. I like ranch. I like pizza.
God love him because no one else will.
All right, that's the one Don would hate if we had a one you hate. Don would be coming in hot with the
I would
CBR.
come in hot with CBR.
Yeah. So like I said, I knew it was not one that you did not like.
Like I used to like it, or I used to
Tolerate it.
tolerate it because, like, I mean, really, it hasn't been around that long. I want to say,
No,
like,
yeah.
high school, it really kind of peaked. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
CBR, we're going to get a chicken bacon ranch. I was like, okay, let's do it. And it's like, yeah, that's really cool, and I'll have one slice of pizza. Which having one slice of pizza is like having one Pringle. Like you just can't do it.
Yeah. No.
But no, like it's solid. I get excited if somebody's like, "Hey, we're getting chicken bacon ranch pizza." I'm like, heck yeah, let's do this. And it's not one that like I generally go out of my way to order. Like it's one of the ones that like, hey, 3 people and I are gonna go get pizza. What do you guys want? Oh, let's get some chicken bacon ranch. All right, well, I wasn't thinking that, but yeah, it's a great idea.
Ugh.
Now, the thing about the chicken bacon ranch is there's some pizza places in the world that are, well, for lack of a better word, fucking morons, and put tomatoes and onions on a chicken bacon ranch pizza standard. No, that has 3 ingredients. It has chicken, it has bacon, it has ranch.
Flour.
Shut up.
Cheese.
Shut up.
Cheese. Generally, some sort of sprinkle on top, whether that's.
But the important thing is I shouldn't have to say, yeah, can you not put tomatoes on this chicken bacon ranch pizza?
Right, like it's like ordering a meat lovers and then being like, "Hey, no olives."
Right.
Well, they shouldn't be there in the first place. I
Right.
just got a meat lovers.
Do you
Why
want
would
do you want olives on your meat lovers? No.
No. Do people
Why?
say yes to that question?
Why would I? Why
Did
would
I
do
see a
that?
meat? Did I say I would like a meat lovers with olives? No, I didn't.
Right,
Okay.
no, okay, perfect.
Let's just pretend the only thing that I love is meat, and throw that on there.
So that's Zach's number 4. My number 4 is one, Don, you already talked about, meat lovers. And when I put it at 4, I thought, is that a hot take? I don't know. I don't think so. Just because, and here's why. I don't like bacon on pizza because it overshadows everything.
I'm waiting
Like
for you
that.
to put CBR somewhere in your list.
That it just overshadows the entire rest of the pizza.
It's much different than everything else on your pizza.
yeah, like
It
you get
stands out way too much.
you get pepperoni, sausage, ham in your pizza.
I like
That's
your
all
soft meat.
That's all salty as hell. And then you get this smoky ass bacon out of nowhere just from the top rope. Like, is that bacon's music? My God, my God. And then it ruins the whole pizza. So I mean, it doesn't ruin it, but it throws everything off a bit.
I gotcha. So you've got meat
Meat
lovers
lovers
at
at
4.
4, yes.
See, I thought meat lovers was going to be a hot take for me at 5.
No, and I put it at 4. I thought, is that low? And then you start listing here others, and you're like, no, that's not low.
That's where it belongs. So at my number 4, I've got pepperoni, and I would include for the same reason that you said, I would include like a double pepperoni in there, because
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta double it up to get the correct amount of pepperoni.
Right, to get the acceptable amount of pepperoni.
Like you go to Little Caesars, you get their pepperoni pizza. There's like 1 piece of pepperoni on every slice.
But you get the extra most bestest, and you're like, this is almost the amount of.
Right, this is murdered with pepperoni.
Well, the pepperonis on most pizzas are nice and thin.
Right.
And by nice, I mean awfully thin. And like, if I were to get like a bucket of KFC and there was a pepperoni level of chicken in that bucket, I would be furious. Like, yo, I just paid for chicken and you gave me a very small amount of chicken. If I order a pepperoni pizza, make with the pepperonis, yo. I don't think I'm asking for a whole lot.
Right.
It's like when you go to Chipotle, I shouldn't have to be like, hey, help a brother out when you're putting my meat on there. Like,
Right.
you're
what you gotta
shortchanging
do-
me. I know it. You know it.
So what you do is when you're at Chipotle, here's a fun fact. Sitting there, you're like, I would like a steak burrito. Then they put your steak on there, and you're like, oh, I meant to say a steak and chicken burrito. Then they put a whole another thing of chicken on there. Then you get like double meat
You're a pirate.
instead of like half and half.
You are a thief.
Just like the no salt trick at McDonald's.
No,
Except for you're watching-
fries with no salt.
Except for you're watching them at Chipotle, so you should be able to tell when they spit in your food.
That's true. That's true. So Don's got just pepperoni.
Yeah, I got
At
just
4.
pepperoni at 4. You know, you can't go wrong with pepperoni. I mean, if I'm somewhere and someone can't agree on pepperoni pizza, they're either getting their own pizza or they're
stabbed.
not, or they're eating nothing.
And you'll like it.
Well,
I will refuse to allow you to eat anything. We're
I
getting a
don't-
pepperoni pizza, and you're like, "It's fine. I've got some saltines in this wrapper in my car." Like, no, you don't. You're not eating anything. If you can't choke down a piece of pepperoni pizza,
well, your food is not being included on our order. So,
Right, so you're not eating. I will slap it out of your mouth and stomp on it and let the dog eat it before I let you eat it. Because I'm vindictive. All right, number 3s. I got it at number 3, and the only reason that number 2 jumps ahead of it is because you can eat it later.
can't eat any pizza later.
That is scalding.
Cold pizza.
That is. That's
cold
a hot
pizza
take.
is trash pizza.
Wow.
If God wanted pizza to be cold, it would taste good, and it doesn't.
I know we're talking about a reaction show.
Right.
You can't come back to this pizza later. You got to eat it when it's hot.
'Kay.
And that is taco pizza. You can't. There's no saving a taco pizza once
Absolutely.
once it has gone cold. It's game over. You got to throw it out. You can put it in the fridge like you're going to eat later. And I know there's literally a piece of taco pizza in my fridge that you have right now, Don.
Did it make it to the fridge?
No,
was on the counter.
It might be on the table, actually.
There's 2 pieces of taco pizza.
You're never getting it back. You might as well throw it away. It's not.
You can warm up taco pizza.
No, you cannot.
Throw it in the microwave. You're good.
Yikes.
Right.
And
That
the
might be why you don't like cold pizza.
In the microwave with a little bit of like a glass, a little bit of water, and that helps keep the crust a little bit going.
Nobody in the history of the planet has ever been like, I wish this lettuce was hot.
Right.
No, I put taco pizza in the microwave.
All right, that could be your problem. But the reason it's at 3 is you've got to enjoy it now, because once that puppy goes cold, that's game blouses. It is over, done, might as well throw it away. So I love taco pizza. I think it's phenomenal. But once it's done, it's done. And part of the fun of ordering a pizza is you get to save
It's
some
the
for
fun?
save some for later.
Right. Like if I had a nickel for every time I bought a very, very big pizza for just me, because I was like,
To
ah,
put
that's-
some
ate
in,
it all.
to put some in some pizza escrow
right.
for tomorrow morning.
right. Like,
You're gonna diamond hands that pizza
right.
You are-
and
you're
hold it
huge
and
on
take it to the
diamond.
meme. Take it to the moon and the meme.
So I got taco at
I-
3.
I bought a diamond hands sweatshirt.
I don't know what that means.
Diamond hands. Your hands are
Your
diamonds.
hand-
You
you're
can
not
hold on.
You're not letting go
hold
of
on
those
forever.
GameStop stocks.
Oh, gotcha.
We're taking them to the
Stonks.
moon.
Your game
Stonks.
stonks.
Game stonks.
Yes. So I got taco at 3.
This is going to age either really poorly or really well. This is reference because
Probably
of
both.
the game stonks.
Zach.
My number 3 is pepperoni, because like you guys said, it will not ever disappoint. That, I don't know if I've ever had a bad pizza, but I know I've never had,
I've had bad
I've had
pizza.
bad pizza.
I've had
Don's
not
like,
good pizza.
I don't know. The most well-known portion of this podcast's history was me screaming about one pizza chain. In
That's
particular.
fair. I've never eaten there. I was told we were not talking about that past the introduction, so moving on.
I did have some coworkers send me a Snapchat on Friday. They were like, "Do you want to go out to Pizza King sometime?" It's like, "Motherfucker, no." He's like, "We just listened to that episode."
Well, I just really liked when they were passing out the stimulus checks, and there was that meme of what Indiana people do with their $600.
What are you going to use with your stimmy? Pizza King.
Pizza King. But yeah, no, pepperonis. I mean, it's a classic. There are very few pizzas that I want that don't have pepperoni on them. Like a taco pizza is probably like a taco pizza or like a chicken bacon ranch. You put a pepperoni on that, you're a monster. But like other than that, if it doesn't have pepperoni on, is it really pizza?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's got a crust with some sort of sauce and cheese mixture,
Oh, okay.
by rule, it is a pizza.
Oh, okay. How about that?
Technically, just cheese pizza is
It is
pizza.
pizza.
Is
It's
it the
just-
lowest form of pizza?
Yes.
It's just right there in the name.
I would allow cheese pizza if you told them to replace the normal mozzarella with pepper jack. I had a deep fried pizza at Chat yesterday, and got them to put no mozzarella in and just put pepper jack in. So good.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
I haven't been to Chat since Nam.
I haven't been to Chat since Val bought it.
I've been there twice since Val.
This
bought
was the
it.
first time I've been to Chat since before quarantine. So it's been a year.
That's, yeah.
Yikes.
Been a hot minute. Don, you're number 3.
My number 3. And Zach, this is why your pineapple pizza was only a warm take. It's because you just had it too low.
Don's like, swap
Let
out
me-
the pizza sauce, put in some barbecue.
Hold on, shut the fuck up. Swap out the pizza sauce, put in some barbecue sauce, and what you do is you do either barbecue chicken or barbecue ham.
Okay.
No pepperoni. And then you put onions, jalapenos, pineapple on it.
I don't need those
It's
onions
so
and
good.
jalapenos.
It's
but-
so good. It's,
No, I've
some
had-
people
You
will
get
call
some
it
hot.
like,
You get some.
you
We
get
talked
some-
about this on the podcast once.
yeah,
where
you get some hot, you get some spice.
I
you
forget
get some
what we
sweet.
called it.
I think people call it Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
But
Well,
They
but what
usually-
your version was like
oh, that's what I do in my deep frieds. Like that's the
Right.
deep fried I had yesterday was a barbecue ham and sausage, onions, jalapenos, pineapple, and then instead of mozzarella cheese, it was pepper jack cheese.
you Jada De Laurentiis. Where you're like, you monster. Like, so I went to Chat Bar and got pizza without mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
You son of a bitch. So
Yeah.
what
It-
that the old Don
But it's
special.
important it's important if you're going to get pineapple on pizza, and I think that people should try pineapple on pizza, but not with normal sauce. Get barbecue sauce.
It
instead
I'm
is-
of
sure that helps.
marinara.
It
I'm
is
sure
better.
that
Yeah,
helps.
it's definitely
It-
better with barbecue sauce.
It's much better with barbecue sauce.
I just don't.
Helps it pop.
I don't particularly like. There are not many fruits that I like hot. You get an apple pie maybe.
Cherry
hot
pie?
cherry pie. I prefer to be cooled off. But or your peach cobbler maybe apple crisp. Other than that, like pineapple hot doesn't do it for me. People that just pineapple up their ham, I don't dig it that way. So that's my big hang up. I just like, you ever just eaten a French pineapple? It's glorious. Once you get all the pine out of your mouth, that apple's fantastic.
But it's
Thank you.
where's your thing?
It's somewhere in here. Nope, that wasn't it. Nope.
No,
Yeah,
that works. That works.
I think it's this one.
Hey.
Once you get through the pine, that apple's great. So those are our number threes. Since we've all mentioned we don't have really any honorable mentions, let's go ahead and take.
Zach has honorable mentions.
Zach has an honorable mention, but before we get to our number twos, let's get a message from one of our sponsors. All right, so now back for our number twos here on the Rankin Podcast, where we are ranking our favorite pizzas. Zach,
Pizza.
we like pizza. Zach, we're into the nitty gritty here. I know
Don't
whatever
fuck
you,
this up, Dan Brown.
I know whatever you've got is wrong. So give us your number two.
My number 2 is taco pizza.
So you say whatever he's got is wrong, so that means that something he's already said is
No,
right.
I just
You've got CDR super high on your list.
if
I
it
know
comes
you
out,
do.
if it comes out of Zach's mouth, it's wrong.
I'm not Fox News over here.
I know that you're pulling a Q on this episode. So
I'm not.
what do you have it to?
Taco pizza.
Taco pizza. at 2.
Taco pizza.
I also have taco pizza at 2.
It's fun for the whole family.
It is.
Are there people who don't like taco pizza?
Yeah, they're
I've
wrong.
Never met 'em. I've never met them.
I have met them, and they're in my family,
And
which
they're
makes
wrong.
me order taco pizza more because I know that they're not going to want to eat any.
It's sort of like producer Ashley, and well, I mean, I love ice cream too, but producer Ashley really loves ice cream, but she doesn't like cherries or raspberries, and so
Right.
I'm like, give me that cherry Garcia because I know I
Because
will
she
not
ain't
have to
touching that.
share,
Right.
and that's solid logic on your part.
So back in the day, I used to work at a pizza restaurant
That you can't out pizza.
that you cannot out pizza. And I ran the lunch buffet.
Did Jabba work there?
Yes. He was of their people.
He is Jabba.
God damn it.
He
And-
was the Jabba of that particular shack.
So I ran the pizza buffet, and there was this lady who came in.
You didn't run it. You might have.
God tell the goddamn story.
You might have briskly walked next to it. And
I was in charge.
Puffed and puffed the whole
I
time.
was in charge of the pizza buffet.
Don's got his face covered. He can't. Okay, yes.
And there was this lady who came in like every week, and she was not a pleasant lady. I still don't like her to this day. Like if I see her at my current job, I'm like,
She's a real pizza the cunt.
yeah. Yeah. So her favorite pizza was the taco pizza because, you know, that was the one redeeming quality about this lady. She had good taste in pizza. Well, one day she'd been being a, you know, what Don just said. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to set out the pizza. I'm not going to set out the taco pizza till she leaves. And so I have a taco pizza made. It's in the warmer, ready to go. I just need to put lettuce and tomato and whatnot on
How
it.
long would stuff last in the warmer?
Like a half hour. And like she was getting close to where I thought she was getting ready to leave. And my boss is like, "Hey, Zach, Angie's out there. Why? And there's a taco." I was like, "Hey, just shut up." And that's why. And she was like, "Oh, okay." And it's getting to the point where like, "Hey, you got to hit it. It's got to hit the buffet, or we got to pitch it." I'm like, Angie's waitress, go take her a bill. And so she went and took the bill out to her, and she went up to pay. And as she came up to pay, I ran that bad boy out, thinking, "Yeah, I got the one up on you." And she just goes, "Oh, the taco pizza's out. Hold up, Mom, we're not leaving yet." And then sits down and eats like 3 pieces of the taco pizza. And I was furious. Furious.
Yeah, I think I can edit that whole story out.
Oh, okay.
So unlike Zach, I have taco pizza, and I love people that like taco pizza. Like, I want to share taco pizza with the world. And I think that it's fairly, like, locational. Like, I don't think people have taco pizza, like, on the West Coast. Maybe they do, and I just don't order taco pizza when I go places, but you just don't see it on menus.
Nobody has. Yeah, it's probably blasphemous to people that are
Pizza purists.
or of like Mexican descent. Like, you're putting what on your Italian food here? I don't think so, sir. But I like your taco pizzas.
I like taco pizza.
I got chicken bacon ranch too.
And what did you have it for?
I had meat lovers at 4.
And what was your least favorite thing about the meat lovers?
The
Keep on?
bacon ruins it.
Oh, and then what did you have it to?
Chicken bacon ranch.
Okay, go ahead.
The bacon works with the ranch and the chicken. The bacon, like you need to flavor your chicken because it's just sort of there. So the smokiness from the bacon doesn't screw that one up.
You know what does screw it up?
What's that?
The R.
The cooked R.
Cooked R.
No, I feel like the cheese comes through a little better on chicken bacon ranch than other kinds of pizza. So I the only reason you come back to that bad boy the next day, cold right out of the fridge. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
No.
Chicken bacon ranch, and that propels it above the taco.
Cold pizza is so bad.
It's not.
So those are our number 2s.
I should have been slumming it when I was younger, like you guys, and I'd be able to eat cold pizza.
Sorry. I'm sorry I was more of the plastic spoon in my
You guys
mouth.
must not have had a microwave or what?
No, it's just why take the extra steps to maybe slightly improve it just barely. When chicken bacon ranch cold, pretty good.
Ugh.
Pretty good.
Like, I can do room temperature pizza. Like,
Oh, no.
like
see,
pizza that sat on a counter for an hour and a half after you get done eating
I
it.
get that.
I can grab a slice from it.
No worries.
But you put it in the fridge, you pull it out of the fridge, and you bite it, and it's cold?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
No, I don't know.
If that's what doing drugs it feels like, I get why people do it.
It's not what doing. I feel like that's the worst part of doing drugs. Like, that's the addiction part that, like, you can't stop doing it even though you know it's bad for you.
That's fine.
And that's like eating. I don't know. That wasn't a great analogy, but that's just like, ugh. That's like the eating cold pizza is the sharing needles of eating pizza.
I've never gotten AIDS from cold pizza.
Well, maybe you should get yourself tested because you probably got something else
Worse or better?
than AIDS.
Yeah. I think it's just the Rona that's worse, right? No, it's good. You just pull right out of the bag that your wife or mom put it in.
You didn't put it
Right.
in the fridge.
I just throw the box in there.
Right.
I'm not.
Right, you throw the whole box in there.
If you were to open the door of the room we're in right now and look out into our kitchen, there is a box of Papa John's on our counter to be thrown away. You know why? Because I just threw 2 pieces in there, in the entire box, in the top part of our fridge. And that was not acceptable. That was a not acceptable way to store that pizza in our fridge. So, Zach, you got an honorable mention.
I have one too.
Okay. Zach, you've got an honorable mention.
I also have one. Zach, please go first.
I got barbecue chicken
I
pizza.
bet you do, fatty.
All right.
chicken, I feel like, only works on pizza with ranch. It's just
No, it works
no.
with barbecue.
I'll say the kids at work, they get an Alfredo chicken pizza every
do they
once in a
call
while.
you grandpa?
I mean, not to my face.
kids at my place of employment.
Well,
Those
10 years older than most of them.
Those damn kids get an
They
Alfredo.
get one of them Alfredo. Don doesn't like Alfredo sauce.
I don't like Alfredo.
I'll say I don't mind
sauce.
Alfredo, but like I don't want Alfredo on my pizza. Like it's not bad, but
I
it's
don't want
not.
Alfredo on my pizza. I don't want Alfredo on my spaghetti.
You classy broad. Okay, Zach, continue with your
But yeah,
barbecue chicken.
but yeah, like they get like barbecue chicken with bacon. Like it's not bad. It's after a hard day slumming around that place, I just it's nice.
Don.
Yep. So I've got on my honorable mention dessert pizza.
All right.
Oh,
I don't know if you like the
Okay.
Yeah.
Pizza the Hut used to have dessert pizzas on their buffet,
Yes.
and those were bangers.
Those
Like
were
whether it
bangers.
was, they had like
cherry,
apple,
your
cherry apple.
I got a blueberry.
CC's used to have peanut butter and jelly pizza,
Mhm.
which was phenomenal. So I'm just gonna lump dessert pizza in there all in one.
Just like Zach's fries from a few episodes ago.
Yeah, and
every fry is the same.
like I don't
Hold
think
on.
I've ever had a bad dessert pizza as long as it was hot. Like
Yeah.
you had, like,
you're right. You
old
can't let
dessert
that. You
pizza,
can't let that sit for a while.
And usually they don't. Usually they're
Right.
People
It's
scarf
gone.
it
there's
down.
people just sitting there waiting for dessert pizza to come
yeah,
out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I've got dessert
good
pizza
call.
on my honorable mention.
That's a good
Yeah.
call, Don.
Good call.
So now we're number ones, which this is deeply personal.
Right. This is what I'm ordering whenever I order pizza.
Right.
I mean, we haven't talked about like Pacific crusts. We haven't talked about
All of mine are thick crust, as thick as you can make them.
I vary. So
Listen, if I wanted thin crust pizza, I'd go get a Crunchwrap.
I don't think those two things are the same.
No, but if I did, I would.
All right,
I don't want thin crust pizza, I guess is what I'm saying.
Zach.
So my number one is has been talked about already at kind of length, but this is like my default pizza order, and that's a Meat Lovers. As if you're watching the YouTube video, you can tell I'm a rather portly gentleman.
We can just hear you breathe.
God damn
I
it.
feel like. Go ahead.
It's just right, man. Like it's got everything. It's got pepperoni, bacon, sausage, ham, hamburger if you're, going to a classy place. And it's just ready. It's ready to go. It's good the next morning. It's just the best.
You grabbed your microphone, Don, like you wanted to.
Throw it at me.
Like, I don't.
No.
I don't have a problem with Meat Lovers. I don't think it's as crazy as what you're letting it out to be. So you're a Meat Lovers person.
I'm a Meat
like
Lover.
if you're hanging out with 8 buddies and they say let's order pizza, you're like, oh, Meat Lovers.
Yeah.
You're that fucking asshole who doesn't have an ounce of creativity inside of his head.
Yep.
Who it's like, oh, I don't like veggies or
Right.
anything with flavor. Just clusterfuck them all together and ruin everybody else's time because I'm a fucking prepubescent child.
Yes.
I mean, that being said, it's at my number 5. I don't hate it that much, but I just don't understand how it's not just a fallback to that. Like, I feel like you should fall back to that right
So,
before
like,
you
if
fall
you
back
got to order
pepperoni.
any pizza whatsoever, you're going straight Meat Lovers.
Yeah,
So
typically.
you don't want any flavor. You just want...
I don't need to take a trip to Flavor Town.
Maybe you should, and then get your eyes opened.
Well, I don't like peppers, don't like olives, so like your Supreme Pizza can get all the way out of here.
I would rather have a Supreme Pizza than a Meat
Oh
Lovers.
God, I'd rather have cancer than a
That-
Supreme Pizza.
I was going to say, I feel like we can arrange that, but I don't know if we can.
No, we can.
Got a lot of asbestos laying around.
No.
Yes.
Don probably does.
So, Don,
We'll do my number 1, which is the only right answer.
I'm sure you feel that way.
And it's a pepperoni and mushroom pizza.
Ah,
I don't like mushrooms on a lot of pizzas. Like, put it on some pizzas. Like, it might go good on a taco pizza.
No,
But-
I was going to say, I think every other pizza basically other than pepperoni, which you've you just added mushrooms to your pepperoni that was at number 4 or whatever. So.
Yeah, and that makes it number 1.
Right. No,
If I'm ordering a pizza, I'm getting pepperoni and mushroom, and I don't know why I love it so much because I don't particularly like just cooking up mushrooms in the skillet and eating mushrooms unless I have a
giant,
steak.
right? Giant steak that you're basted in butter.
But pepperoni and mushroom pizza, the way that they interact as such different items on your pizza is very good. They got the crunch of the pepperoni and the crust, and that soft, juicy explosion from the mushrooms.
I despise mushrooms.
It does it for me.
Like Garrett said, like, or which whatever you said, like, let's have something we hate. Like mine would be mushrooms. Like if you get mushrooms on that pizza, I don't want a piece of it.
I don't want you to have any of it. Like this is the opposite of taco pizza. Like taco pizza, I
I
want
to share with the world. When it comes to taco pizza, I'm a communist. When it comes
to pepperoni and mushroom,
it's all for me.
right?
You're a capitalist.
I am the CEO of a hedge fund.
I am the CEO of a hedge fund of pepperoni and mushroom. Now, so that is what I offer every time we're at a party. It's like, how does everybody feel about pepperoni and mushroom? And then you are on two sides of that argument. You either love pepperoni and mushroom, where you say, I don't even want my pepperoni and I don't even want mushrooms in the same oven as something that I'm eating at the same time.
Yep.
But I usually sacrifice, and it's like, half pepperoni and mushroom, half meat lovers it is then.
See, mushrooms are like, I think mushrooms are the easiest thing to pick off. It's not like they've got juice that has spilled out to flavor the rest of your pizza.
Until you bite into them.
And then
you get that flavor.
Like, I don't like tomatoes. Tomatoes can sour, can get their juice and seeds all over the lettuce on my taco pizza or whatever. Or in your taco. If I get a taco supreme at Taco Bell, I wouldn't because I don't like sour cream and tomatoes, but tomatoes get their juice on stuff. And so I'm like, that does affect the flavor of everything else. You can't even tell it's there. Yes, it can. Mushrooms, they're just minding their own business.
They're easy to pick off.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I will say is that the last 2 times I've come over here, we've ordered food. And I didn't realize your wife placed the order both times.
Yes.
And I didn't realize the hell that she has to go through when she orders food. When I sent her my food order and she says, do you want this or this? I just want what was on it when I ordered it. Do you want this or this? I just want what was on it. I told you what I wanted. I would like more of that. And then she goes, it has tomatoes and onions on it. Yeah, I know. If I didn't want those things, I'd have told you. But you've trained her over the last 10 years to where I don't want these things
I've
on
just said
anything.
I don't want.
So she has been beaten down into always asking.
Let's use different vernacular there.
She's been.
No, that sounds right.
She's been trained to ask or look at a description. It's like, there's tomatoes on here. Do you want tomatoes? Do you
I
want
think it's
onions?
just she doesn't know if you like tomatoes.
She doesn't
or
listen
onions.
to the podcast.
Or 2, she naturally assumes, and we all do, that you're ignorant of what is on said food item and wants to inform you.
Right.
And really, it's not so much.
If you ask me if I want mild or hot sauce, that's a reasonable question.
You think,
if you're like,
hold on,
this has tomatoes on it.
I need to interrupt you. You think she's doing it to be nice. She's not.
She's doing it so she doesn't get yelled at.
So she doesn't get yelled at when you get
because
there.
you yell at her.
I've been
corrected
times,
her.
No. I have. She knows that if there's tomatoes and sour cream on my food, we're gonna have problems. And so every once in a while, we'll order Mexican food because God forbid we actually go to a restaurant. But when the world was normal, because she would have to wear a bra until after 7:30 at night, and that was just asking too much. But we order takeout food from a Mexican restaurant, and no matter how many times you tell them, no sour cream and tomato, and I think there have been times where she's like, and no sour cream and tomato on that number 1, right? Like no sour cream and tomato, and then you get home and there's fucking sour cream and tomato on it.
Right.
It's not a pleasant evening, and it's not her fault at all. But I'm also a dick.
But if I want something taken off, that was just the way I looked at it. Is when I texted her, I was like, if I wanted something not on it or something added, I would let you know. But she's just been so
so the one thing
she's so conscious of it. Like I don't even think about not liking tomatoes. But
you got a taco pizza today from this restaurant. To even click order, you have to choose, do you want mild sauce, do you want hot sauce, etc. So she had to ask you. I mean,
No,
she
that-
shouldn't have had to ask you because she should have known you want the hottest sauce available.
Right.
But before you can order, it's not that she's like doing her due diligence.
I know.
She's
I
like-
figured that
like,
part, but when
literally,
she was
she
like-
has to choose.
But I feel like she did ask me out of non-requirements if I wanted tomatoes.
Correct.
It has onions
Well,
and
no,
tomatoes.
I think you have to add. I think on that pizza in that app, you have to say, "Do you want tomatoes or not?" On
Yeah.
it.
Well, I think she asked the same thing on the burritos, though. But you might have to do the same thing on the burritos.
Probably.
I don't know how.
Probably.
I don't know how
the
that
sauce
restaurant works
Yeah,
for
I know
their-
on the sauce you have to ask,
Gotcha.
"Do you want mild sauce? Do you want hot sauce?"
But I only
What
thought
kind
of
of
it
cheese
because,
you want
like
in your?
in my family, when something comes with something, you're getting what it comes with. But there's also, growing up, there was 7 of us. So if you don't like something that's
Right.
on that, you're
Sorry,
picking
right,
it off.
Right. Sorry, but
It's like, I don't like tomatoes. Well, the other 6 people do, so you can go fuck yourself.
no, I get that. Like, so my sister doesn't like beans in her chili. Well, sorry about your luck, but you're gonna have to pick them out. Like the rest of the 4 other ones in our family do, and you're not getting your own meal or whatever. But now that I'm a grown adult, and I can choose that I don't want sour cream and tomato on my stuff, I ain't getting it.
Gotcha.
So my number one's pepperoni, sausage, and mushroom.
Yeah, that's solid too.
The sausage adds a little bit more grease to the pizza, which helps things come
It
out
adds-
later.
A lot of times it adds a little bit of
It's
little
just
bit, they spice the sausage a little bit
yeah,
differently.
but also like I like the mushroom because it soaks up some of that grease from the pepperoni, soaks up some of that. So when you get like just a nice chunk of mushroom, it's nice and greasy, but it's got some little pepperoni taste, a little cheese taste, a little sausage taste.
Restaurant workers or home pizza makers that are out there, get the fuck out of here with your diced up mushrooms too. Like
I want a
I want a full
yeah.
umbrella of a mushroom
Yes.
on top of there. A sliced umbrella.
Right. I want you to slice it
vertically.
julienne. I want thinly sliced.
Julie and more.
No, this is a.
I went down the river, not across.
Sure. But the cubed little pieces of cubed mushrooms,
Right.
that's a low quality mushroom.
Yeah.
I want high quality mushrooms.
Like
on my
I want
pizza.
it to be when I see a picture of the pepperoni and mushroom pizza, it's got the umbrellas there, and that's what I want to see on my pizza.
Yes. So we're virtually in agreement there. I just add sausage. I like sausage better than pepperoni, but I can't just have like just a straight up sausage pizza. I know that's
no.
weird, but
Neither would I. But like I didn't want my top 5 to just be pepperoni, mushroom, and onion, pepperoni, sausage, and mushroom.
Right, I get that.
Because it would be. But yeah, like when I went to Old Chicago, they have like this double decoroni, and it's like hot sauce and stuff. And that was like a pre-made one. It's like, go ahead and add mushroom to that, and then bring it out to me. So I was getting.
I get that.
If I can add mushroom to almost anything, it makes my day a little bit better.
So join us for the reaction show, where we're just going to argue about whether cold pizza's good or not.
Mushrooms also technically have gills.
All right. The more you know. And today you've known a lot.
You ever gone mushroom hunting?
I have not. I'm lazy. I'm too lazy. I just want them in a can. That's all
Wild
I'm
mushrooms
after.
are pretty good. You just got to be careful not to get the poisonous ones. I don't know how to tell the difference.
Or the.
Well, no, those are what I'm after. Those are the mushrooms.
Those are the ones
I'm
I'm hunting. Zach, Twitter handle quickly.
At Zach C. Wright, Zach with an H.
Don.
At Donnie_G.
We really didn't have to go that quickly. At Rankum Podcast is how you find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Give us a like, subscribe, 5-star review. However you can help us out. I'm Garrett C. Wright. Find me at Garrett C. Wright. And we'll catch you next time on the Rankum Podcast.